Welcome back to Sweden. Welcome back to your Caribou Data Science channel, Sweden. This is Tuesday evening, October the 5th, 2021. Before we get started here, a big shout out to the 34 people who watched this video yesterday. Thank you so much. 6 young folks and 28 older folks like myself. Thank you for both. Thank you, younger folks and older folks, for the 34 views yesterday. I do have a favor to ask of you today. It's a little different favor. If you look at the description below, you're going to see a link to my Twitter account. I would appreciate it if you would click on that link and follow me on Twitter today, okay? So let's just get started here. Sweden does something a little curious. Sometime in middle summer, they went from a 7-day reporting week to a 4-day reporting week, Tuesday to Friday. And they're adding Saturday, Sunday, Monday's numbers onto Tuesday's numbers, and you'll see the results here in just one moment. Just one note about that. First of all, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. Your guys in Sweden are doing a fantastic job of managing COVID-19 in your country. So it's really was sort of I don't know, a grain of salt that I talk about the COVID-19 vaccine, because I'm not. You may have had it under control long before the vaccine was even administered. But the vaccine in the U.S. is will not keep you from getting COVID-19, and it will not, and it may not keep you from dying from COVID-19. It'll certainly reduce the chances that you'll die, but it will not. But you can still die, and you can certainly still get COVID-19. I just saw a headline said, 2021 cases in the U.S. surpassed 2020. Yes, of course they surpassed. Why wouldn't the numbers from last year surpass this year? The vaccine doesn't keep us from getting COVID-19. So there's nothing to keep. So there's nothing to keep the COVID-19 from continuing to grow. Okay, and we can't live in isolation and wear masks forever. Okay. But anyway, you can see the same thing here. You've had more cases in 2021 than 2020. But again, the vaccine, the question is again, how many of these people here were vaccinated this year? Think about it. And what's the distribution of these cases? What about deaths? Well, here's the good news. There's a very, very good chance, Sweden, that 2021 deaths will not catch 2020 deaths. Okay? But again, the question can still be asked, how many of these people were vaccinated? Now, here's the numbers I was talking about. These are the daily numbers. They're actually not really daily. They're 4 days a week. This is Tuesday. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday follow along after that. So what we're interested in here is not these numbers here, but this blue line. And you can see you had a long declining pattern down to July. Then like the U.S. and other countries, you had an increase in July. But now it appears that your numbers are starting to decline again. Your cases are starting to decline again. And if we look down here at the 14-day moving average, you can see that for the 14-day period ending October the 4th, you were averaging 495 deaths or cases per day. Okay. Now deaths are a little more tricky because apparently, okay, this is good news here. Apparently, back over here someplace, they found some missing deaths from August of this year. So they added them on somewhere over here. Okay, but you can see you had this long declining pattern. This low numbers of COVID-19 deaths here, a crease up here. Now it looks like your deaths are starting to fall back down, hopefully back down to here again, okay? What about the 14-day average for deaths? Well, for the 14-day period ending October the 4th, you were averaging 4.8 deaths per day, okay? What about weekly cases? How many of these people over here are vaccinated, all right? Monthly cases, well, you can see your cases, while they're up for the previous 2 months, they're still pretty doggone low. They're still lower than all 6 of these months here, okay? And deaths, well, your deaths are just downright crazy low. This is 500, so this is 2,500. So you probably had about 200 deaths last month, all right? So that's still really low compared to where you came from back over here, all right? And so Sweden, that concludes your report for today. And again, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. And I want to thank you again for the 34 views yesterday, okay? 6 younger folks, 28 older folks. Thanks so much for all 34 of those views. And of course, if you feel so moved, click on the description in the video, click on the Twitter link, and follow me on Twitter today. All right. Thanks so much for your time, Sweden. We'll catch you tomorrow with an updated report.